So let's take a look at using a scheduled list reconciliation template to complete this rec. This particular example right here, it's for our accrued audit fees, and this is January's reconciliation. Now, for most companies, what they typically do is they're going to accrue an amount each month, and then they're going to send out payments to their audit partner throughout the year. It might be 2 or 3 times a year. And they want to track both the accrued amount along with the payments to their partners. So let's say, for example, you know what you're going to accrue for all 12 months of the year. You know it in January. You have that information, so you could actually start setting up the schedule right now with that 12 months of data. So the first step to set up your schedule is you come over here and you click the Add Schedule Item link. Okay. Let's say, again, you're going to accrue, let's say, your audit partner is RSM, you're going to accrue $10,000 a month for all 12 months of the year. So we're going to give this an open date of January. We'll keep that as is. We'll give it a close date of December. In our description, we'll give it the audit partner, RSM, and we'll click the View Schedule button right here. And this is where we could enter in the 12 months of accruals that we plan to book to our ledger. So I'll start off right here. I'll enter in January's amount that we're going to accrue, $10,000. And also notice you have the subtype option over here, and this is a way you can add a little bit more, I'll call it categorization to your line items that can help you when folks are reviewing this schedule at a later date. This dropdown, this pick list right here, you can customize it and add any values that you want to it. In this example, I already have something here for current year accrual, so that's what I'm going to use to assign a subtype to this line item right here. Click the check mark to save it, and now you want to do the same thing here for all the remaining 11 months. All right. Now I'm not going to do this for all 12 months. I want to save some time here. So I'm just going to do the first 4 months of the year just so you can see what it looks like. Okay. Now hit the Save button. We're going to go back to the main rec. Okay. And now notice, right, we have a line item here for RSM. It's telling me as of January, the balance on our accrued account should be $10,000. And notice that when you jump to the next month, to February, you can see that the system automatically rolls that amount forward. It knows based on your schedule that as of February, your accrued balance should be $20,000. So the nice thing is that all you needed to do was set that part up in January. And then when all your future months come around, February and on, you don't need to update anything around the accrual piece to the schedule. Okay. All right. So now let's say that March comes around and we actually send out a payment to RSM. Let's say we send out a payment for $7,000. We just need to add that one line item to the schedule to be able to track it. The way you do that, a couple of ways, but one way here is you could always just click on your little scheduled icon right here. This brings up the schedule. And you just add that payment line item to the schedule. Here I click Add New. All right, this is a March payment. So I'm going to give it a March date. We're going to call it a payment of $7,000. And on my subtype here, I'm going to give it a current year payment. A little bit of an identifier there to help me know that that's a payment and not something else. Okay. Now when I click Save and I go back to the main rec, you'll notice here that the balance as of March has now moved from $30,000 to $23,000 to take that into effect. Okay, so just a real nice way to organize, right? Your schedules. It's a lot easier to see all the detail that makes up this $23,000. You could always now click on the scheduled icon and see all that history right here. And it's just makes life a lot easier for the approvers, reviewers, and maybe even save some time when your auditors are going in and looking at your recs. Okay. One last thing I'll point out here. One question I do get a lot is what happens if we change the amount that we're going to accrue in a future month? Okay. Real easy. You could always make changes to your schedule for any current month or future month activity. So let's say it's now April, and in April you start accruing a little bit more. Okay, instead of $10,000 a month, you're actually going to start booking $15,000 a month. Okay, all you got to do is just go back into your schedule. And you always have the ability to edit that line item if you wanted to. You can just click on this little edit pencil right here. You can change this amount to $15,000. Hit the check mark. Okay. Notice here now it's updated to $15,000, and your ending balance here as of April is now $38,000. Okay. And you can see that right here as well.